Alright, what's good? What's good? Nap. Set my keyboard just a second. God damn it. The fuck? They had like this. This might work. Fucking thing. Whatever. Deal with it later. Jesus.
Any takers?
So hoping to get some 16s out of that. Doesn't really matter anyway. I don't know what's chunking me so much in this map.
Nap.
Hey, Thug Shaker, how's it going, man? Thanks for the nice words.
Let us know. Possessions now lies dormant.
But I have no gold. I'll open a couple. Nice and re-gold. Alright, last one, because I'm out of gold. What even is that? Well, I'm running also low channel, because if I don't run low channel, then my shit crashes. So yeah, the audio sounds fucked up. But Deadeye Flicker is like... I mean, the only thing Deadeye has going for it is Tailwind. There's nothing else about the Ascendancy that would actually be good for Flicker specifically. There used to be some stuff, but the stuff that used to be kind of good was kind of nerfed. With like, when you gain a Frenzy charge, get your full power charges. Now it's just like double your power charges, so I mean... But that's only if you run like the Rage Forge gauntlets, which I don't like Rage Forge gauntlets because that's where our ES leech is. So you just stuck with Combat Frenzy and they nerfed Combat Frenzy again. So outside of Tailwind, which admittedly is strong, but when you get to this point, you don't really need Tailwind because you're flickering so fast anyway that it doesn't really matter. It's like you just use Flicker for movement speed. And sprints in the game now, like, yeah, I know you can sprint faster on Deadeye, but like, sprint does make a bit of a difference to enable us to not need Deadeye as much. You can make it work for sure. It's just like, I even think like Chronomancer is better than Deadeye. Infernalist is better, Lich is better, Invoker, Gemling, like Titan, fuck, even Warbringer, Tactician, maybe Witch Hunter, but probably not.
Nap.
Smith the Katava would work really good. Like, there's just better shit on all of the Ascendancies in my opinion than just Tailwind. I am excited for the upcoming patch.
Map.
It's kind of the main reason that I hopped on was to try to find some tower areas to prep. Because I want to prep tower area and then also juice the map once the update comes. If that's how they're going to do it, or if they're just going to kind of delete what's on the map already, then maybe that would kind of suck, but whatever.
You did well in that excursion. What do you need? Find more Reese remnants for my research.
So I'm running pretty unjuiced maps right now. I mean, the map itself is very juiced, so the difficulty's there, but the like map area isn't very juiced. Like on the Atlas for whatever it's called. Like the towers aren't set up in my current map. This would be when it would be good to be a Deadeye, is when you're on a Temp Chains chill map. I don't know if it's better, because they already had said, like, the changes will lower the top end. Which kind of sucks, because obviously I'm at the top end and I want to get as much currency as I can. But at the same time, it makes it, like, way easier, and you'll have a lot more juiced maps in total than you had previously, so that will be good. Because before it was like, okay, if you don't have it set up, then you're just kind of fucked on as far as getting drops. Like, especially as you're like literally watching me go through an unjuiced map area, like, I'm not getting shit, and I'm running like 80% rarity right now. I could get more rarity on like the map and stuff, but right now I'm honestly just farming for gold because I spent a shitload of gold crafting recently. I did make another near tier staff though, so if anybody has like 900 div they want to part with, let me know. My character is normally pretty updated on PoE Ninja. It's Valahor. I'm going to update the guide soon. I keep saying that, it's been 2 weeks, but you know, life happens and I don't end up doing it. But here is the updated PoE Ninja. Even the skill gems, some of the support gems I'm using isn't perfect. Yeah, good morning, David. Alright, that was dumb. Last time I died was like halfway through 97. Because I just didn't need it. I just wanted more flat. I'm actually trying to craft a triple flat staff because I gain so much damage as extra everywhere else anyway. Or if you're meaning the elemental ones, it's kind of the same thing. I have enough extra cold that I get everything that I need from it. Doing extra chaos, I wither bosses, so it ends up making my boss damage more if I'm putting extra chaos cores in it instead of extra cold. Or extra all elements or whatever. I haven't fucked with Piety's Mercy.
Map.
There's some cool tech I've seen with it, but I don't think it's super necessary. And I do Herald of Ice Chain now. I just decided to let my GPU continue melting, because I just like the way ice feels better than Herald of Thunder. Good question though, Kazi. Why do you think Herald, or not Herald, why do you think Heidi's Mercy would help with the chaining though? Yeah, that's probably true. But I almost don't want the ice to chain too much because then I get in the scenarios where like my flicker isn't chaining. So yeah. I want to make sure flicker continues chaining.
All right, your order is registered. I'll post it right away.
I'm gonna do a boring part of the stream, and I'm just gonna roll a fuckload of maps really quick. To read. Hopefully I have enough gold to actually roll all these maps. So that's 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 51. So I need 21.
I'll post it right away.
Oh, I need one more. There we go. And then I need, what are they called? Chaotic rarity. I want to do that in chaos. Actually, how many chaotic, what do chaotic rarities go for? With dot divine, I'll just do 2. Okay. And then we have Delhi already. So now we just need to exalt roll these to 1 mod to leave the spot open for Desecrate. Sorry, let's see. I'll grab those elements out. And we actually do need to get chaos orbs.
All right, your order is registered.
I think those are all rolled. Now I need to get these out. Gotta do my chores to have good maps. If you don't know, all of these modifiers give higher value, like modifiers, like they give big rarity or big pack size or big rare monsters, and PoE 2 DB has the full frame of reference of what each modifier gives. There are some, like Incubator Queen's pack size, Abyssal Boss is pack size as well, I think. This one is magic monsters, I believe. But like when I desecrate this, you'll see that it adds, like right now it only has item rarity on it on all of these maps because that's how I rolled them. When I grab this one, I'll see that it gives us 30% rare monsters. So that's why it's good to desecrate, is because the desecrated modifiers are actually very powerful. Marked for Death is really big rarity, so it just added a ton more rarity to the map. This is 102 rarity. Marked for Death takes it to 142% rarity, so that's 35% rarity. So it's important to, if you're juicing, you definitely want to be doing this. I just like this one because I want experience right now, but it only adds like 16% pack size, which isn't crazy, but it's definitely still good. This one's really crazy. But I can't run those at the moment because when the area gets too difficult, my shit like bugs out. I think always has rewards is big rare monsters. Yeah, 40% magic monsters, 30% rare monsters. This is more rarity again. Rarity. 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 I don't remember what this one is, but the player steals the Eden Souls is cool. I don't think it's actually good. Yeah, it's pack size, so it's not like the best that you can get. Additional Incubator Queen is pack size, and it's not very good. I think it's pack size and a little bit of rarity. I don't know what Mana Siphoning Ground is, but it's the worst of them, or the least bad of all of those, so that was pack size. I think this is just magic monsters and rare monsters. Yeah. So a couple of bad rolls in a row on that one. Mark for Death is rarity. Eat the Souls. I don't want to do the move speed, but that's pack size. Increased monsters is pack size. Extra Modi is rare monsters. Perfect. Abyss pits and areas always have rewards is big rare monsters and magic monsters. That's one of the best ones that you can get, even though the modifier itself isn't super great. Union of Souls with a map boss is a ton of rare monsters, so that one's pretty good. But it obviously makes the boss really hard. Union of Souls is pack size, and it's the biggest pack size modifier you can get. I can't remember what increased experience is, but this is a pretty low roll of increased experience, so I'm gonna do this one because I know it's good rare monsters. Overrun by the Abyssal, we're always taking that. This one, like all of them, kind of suck, so I'm just gonna take Mana Siphoning. March for Death. March for Death. We'll do, that's low roll again. I don't actually like running Abyssal Depths, so I try to ignore those. Another Overrun. Siphoning. March for Death. Map Boss. Increase monsters. Union of Souls with the Map Boss. March for Death. Mana Siphoning. Always have rewards. Do pack size. Always have rewards. Map Boss, because I like how many rare monsters it gives. I'll do that one because it's the least bad of the three. Additional Modi. I'll do that one. Siphoning, since it's the least bad of the three. Additional Pits is good. Union of Souls here is fine. Union of Souls is fine, and March for Death. So now those are all rolled. And then how much gold do we have? We have enough. So when you have a lot of gold, this is like, or not a lot of gold, a lot of currency, you want to get the Omens of Corruption for the highest chance to get a tier 16 map. I haven't bought a stack in a while, but we'll just buy them all. And before I actually do that, I'm going to undo them just so that I don't accidentally. I want to make sure that I deli them. And I'll still. Yeah, the 4-socket stuff is pretty insane high, man. If you have 2 mirrors, you can have this stuff. It's all yours. I just do cast speed, David, instead of curse. Just to get the stacks higher. And then, most importantly, in the second weapon set is to grab Unstable Bond in the second weapon set instead of anything else. That's really like the most important thing. Oops. This is a carpal tunnel simulator too, if you wanted to know. Somnus, hey, thanks so much for subscribing, man. Really appreciate it. It's awesome. You're a legend. I was over on Twitch for the people that are in YouTube chat. Eventually I'll put chat on screen so you guys can see stuff like that. Somnus reminds me of Dota 2. All right. Put these away for now. And then I'll grab the bells. All right, so then we dump the 14s. Hopefully, none of the ones that got turned into a 14 was overrun by the Abyssal, because that would suck. But it looks like not too many of them did. So then we just toss these in, and we've got some 16s to run for when we want item level 82 map. So I'll just grab the 16s and just leave them in the old inventory here. I do need to grab some more regals for mapping.
Let's see if there are any takers.
Slot those back in. Put our 16s that we just made right here. And then got one more, put that there. And we'll grab some 15s out so that we can run them. And off we go. So how you get 4 sockets on a staff, there's exceptional bases that have a 3rd socket, like as it drops. It's just how it drops as a white item, is with 3 sockets. Then the corruption socket adds the 4th socket. Your charge generation gets really inconsistent. The reason why is because delirious monsters don't generate corpses. Like the actual delirium mobs don't generate corpses. So you can't, that's why it's really hard to generate charges in Simulacrum. Because Simulacrum doesn't give you charges. So yeah, that was a perfect example. Those 3 monsters I just killed were Simulacrum monsters. So I didn't get any charges. Those weren't Simulacrum monsters, but I did get charges. So you're not getting charges because those were Simulacrum. Getting charges because they're not. Stuff like that. The fuck is going on? It's because I swapped off of Headhunter. I don't have a heavy belt anymore, so my stun threshold kind of sucks. Map. Nice. So there's a good chance on it.
Map.
All the way over there. We'll go do the breach. It's the rarity in this area. So I've got 17% quant, 91% rarity, and 100 on my character. This is one tower though.
Map.
No. I don't think so. Kazi. I could, but like I'd have to get for that spirit requirement I'd have to get the Against the Darkness that has spirit on it. Because I'm already pretty capped on the spirit I can get from gear. I can technically get a 65 spirit amulet and the 60 spirit chest, but I don't know if I want to do that. So 65 spirit would get me up to 210 or 250 or 225, but that still isn't 90 spirit and shit. Sorry, I don't want to get rid of anything else. Like Reaper's Invocation, this would be what gets replaced with 30 spirit. I can get up to 225 with a perfect spirit amulet. which would leave me with like 55. So I'd need another 35 from there to run cast on crit. So that means I'd either need to just drop Herald of Thunder altogether and then somehow find just a tiny bit more spirit. But I run Herald of Thunder because I like it freezing so that it creates Frost Nexus so that I get volatility, charge regulation for crit chance, and defenses, Herald of Ice, because obviously sacrifice, have to run it for boss power charge generation. So I just don't know where I would get rid of certain things. Ooh, additional modifier. Okay, now these maps are a little bit juicier that are in this area. See if there's anything that I really like. I kind of like doing dig site. Dig site's fun. Before I hop into dig site though, I'll show you guys some of the bases. Like we go bolt, like we just type the base that you want. So like, let's say I want a bolting. On a bolting, you want minimum item level 81. On a physical base staff, you want ID 82. So if we go 82 3 sockets, and we go here, I want to make sure we have corrupted on no, and then an 82 exceptional bolting is 8 divine. And this is like where you buy it. This person was trying to get +7 fractured, and they missed. But these are some of the exceptional bases you can use. If you go to 81, it's a lot cheaper, and that's generally what you want on a bolting anyway, is 81. If I were to go for like a Razor Quarterstaff as an example, or a Sinister, let's do a Sinister. When we say, hey, 82, they're 22 divine. So this is like just giga endgame crafting. If you do like an 81, I think they're like 7. Oh, they're a lot cheaper than they used to be. They used to be worse. 6 annulment, like 3 divine. This person just has only crit on it for a divine. So yeah, you can pick up some of these bases for like a div, and they have the 3 sockets. The only thing that item level 82 gives that others don't, is the top tier of increased physical. Otherwise, all the modifiers are the same. So, yeah. It's really hard to craft the spirit body armors, to be honest. A lot easier to craft amulets. But that's generally what I do. One of the things I was thinking about doing is going a sleek jacket. Add stat filters, spirits. I only need 51 right now, not 60. But what else do I need? I think I need a lot of res from this. So it has to be 40 lightning res. I actually don't need the cold res at all. So I need 40 lightning and 25 fire. So we'll say lightning resistance, 25 cold. I don't need any cold. I need fire. I needed more than I need that, and then for fire, I think I needed like that or something like that. And then equipment filters, we want 1,000 evasion and like 400 ES. Is that even possible on these? 15 div, 23, 80. Yeah, this is really good jacket. I don't want deflection rating anyway. So this gives extra lightning. This is fire and stun threshold. Third socket though. That's decent. Only 15 div for this. I was gonna test evasion rating because I think 1,070. How much evasion rating does that get, or energy shield does that get with this node? So 12. So let's just call it 1,100 divided by 12. It's 91. So it's like that, and then we can also run subterfuge mask if I wanted to go evasion, but that's 6 points. So many fucking points. Yeah, this one, right? But that's also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. There's also not only on meta skills, it would be on the heralds. You can get 18% over here, but also a lot of fucking points. And I'm like pretty point efficient on everything right now. Resonance is crazy point efficiency, and it enables this against the darkness, the double gain as. So I'm taking 7 nodes in the area, and 7 nodes gives us 7 times 4, which is 28, 56% extra damage. Put this against the darkness. And we'll run resonance so that we can grab all the extra stuff rather than this one. That one's still really good, but I just like this better. But I'm thinking of potentially taking out these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, getting 4 points there. Need to get subterfuge mask somehow, but I don't know where else I would take out ES because these are point efficient. This gives stun and ailment threshold, so those are point efficient. I'm going up here for the jewel slot anyway. Maybe I do just take those 2 out. I'd only be losing 12. So how many points can I save? So I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Would want to be going here for 4, and that leaves 3 points, so I'm still 3 points shy. I could probably take it out of crit damage bonus here. But then I am like 1 point shy. I don't know where I'd take the point out, because everything else is point efficient. Potentially just take it out of like Spellblade or something, because this is Mana Leech and Energy Shield, so it's point efficient. Actually, probably the Days, Seeing Stars, since this is giving Dex. I don't need a Daze on hit, so I could get it there to grab this. I need 1 more point, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is 60%, 75%. And then this is 36, 60. So I lose 15%. But I get a bunch of ES from this. But I lose ES on my chest. I don't know. We'll have to see if that's a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea because I don't actually think I can get it super high. Probably have to run Wind Dancer to make it worth it. So I don't think I will go evasion. but just something to think about. I already opened a map, so we can go. Yeah, it is really disgusting. Super good. I popped off camera for the evening because my office is too hot and I don't want my blanket over my shoulders anymore. This thing has never fucking given me anything good. The orange spirits, but at least I have one. Alright, where are we going, buddy? Is that the one you wanna... Like, what the fuck is that shit? A bunch of fucking boots? There she blows.
Map.
Don't close, don't close. I'm going. Chill the ground is fucking me up. My fucking annoying crystallized immunities with the blue support gem shit. So that I'm immune to chill. So this is fucking miserable. I do fucking love that voice line. Liar!
Nap.
Un Orbe Divino.
What do you need? Let us hope that now lies dormant. What is it? Find more big remnants for my research.
I was gonna check the market for a new ring. Leech. Leech. To all elemental resistances. Cold damage to attacks. 35. 20. 160. Damn. Is that 68 one still up? It was up the other day. 160. Take it down to 30. See what we get. 20. 70. So is rarity though, and shitty damage actually. So it's like 160. I don't want to spend 160 on this. It is technically better, but this could be ripped off. Kind of wish this lightning was like chaos or something. See if there's any increased chaos damage ones. Like 27. And then I want like flat damage. I might just buy this just to roll on it. But these are really low. 16 all spell damage. I don't give a shit about rarity. Try to whittle off the mana, but I want more flat. Rarity. This is 30% rarity. That's actually decent, but no easy way to get off the accuracy rating. Physical lightning chaos. Want the elemental resist higher, don't want the lightning. Physical damage to attacks. This one I could rip off the life, but this is way overpriced. What the fuck? This is the grossest overprice I've ever seen. Alright, back to it then. Back to it then. Man. Thank you, shit. Alright. This one's kind of giga. It's a pretty giga map. It's a decent map. Not turbo giga. Just decent. Ban. Nice, dude. I've been wanting to look at doing a curse build, but I actually really want to hit like level 100 on this character this league. That's like my goal for the league, so I'm just trying to stay focused to do that. Like the bar and a half that I have into 98 is like crazy. It's crazy how long it takes. Ah! 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 I feel like fucking Palpatine when I start flickering like that. Unlimited power!
Nap. Nap.
The net noob changes do look sick. I'm excited for them. The main one I'm excited about is fucking get Cursed Ground off the fucking floor. It's like 98% of what I'm looking forward to. That and the tower changes, but tower changes are kind of bittersweet because it's decently easy for me to set up towers. The lack of top end definitely sucks now. Like, not lack, it's just, it'll be different. Like, they'll be just like, you can just do any map and it's definitely nice. It's good quality of life, but the, like, top end drops are gonna go down for sure. And I imagine that they're not going to update all of the existing precursor tablets, so to get the better ones, I'm sure you're going to have to farm like crazy, and I bet those are going to be expensive as fuck. So I think precursor tablet, I think they're Disgust is the name of the tablet that you run. Or not tablet, the Delirium emotion. Where more precursor tablets drop, I would definitely be running that if you can handle that delirium level. I think it's like 60% delirium if you were gonna run that one.
Nap.
Don't close, I'm coming. Yeah. Yeah. Crunching the numbers. Shit, I think it's time I see the budget. Meh. Yeah, Lich is good. It's just solid. Not OP, just solid. Unearth Contagion looks like fun. The fuck? Why didn't Maven moan? That's some horse shit. Nothing. Technically there is one, but Galvanic Field's right here as well. Alright, drop a mirror.
Map.
Tell me the whole reason that I came down here. It's that 2 Exalt Kulamax invitation. I wonder if you can make int stacking work good enough with Decaying Hex and Doedries. But I haven't seen anybody even attempt to do int stacking, so I'm gonna guess no. But well, I don't know, because you could get Withered Magnitude from your totems, but your totems, it's just always going to be better to have totems be the damage dealer for a single target in that build. This just doesn't seem like there's any real reason to do int stacking. It'd be cool if somebody could like top tier maximize it, but yeah. No! I didn't mean to click reroll. I'm an idiot. Yeah. Ooh, that's your one. Don't mind if I do. What item level are you? 81. Yeah. Charge Regulation is a spirit gem. Timeless Soul. Hmm.
What is it? If you must. Goodbye. Have you found more? What do you need? Let us hope.
Alright, give me something else. That's a good T1. Pierce. Gross. Accuracy rating. Alright, where's my job one? Come on, hit the lightning. Don't do me dirty. Hit the lightning. Not even gonna sell it. Doesn't even deserve to be made for gold. Steaming Springs, Sulfuric, Oasis, Confluence. Was my boy. Mark for Death. Eat the Souls. I like the rarity. Let's run it. Let's get naked. Let's run it. Confluence is fucking insane for this build. It's so fun. I just fucking get my full cut. Oh, really? You gonna be like that? Oh, fine. Oh! Woo! 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 You don't need a 4-slot quarterstaff either. 2 slots are fine. You definitely don't need a 4-slot. Damn it. Fuck, I was looking at chat. God damn it. So I was gonna start crafting on a quarterstaff. Here, I'll show you exactly how to craft a quarterstaff. That's really good. Okay, so we're gonna go in here, we're gonna go Sinister, right? We're gonna pick any item level 81 or 82 Sinister quarterstaff. So we're gonna say, hey, it's normal, right? We'll come in here. Great, I've got some for 5 Val Orbs, right? So let's just go grab this one for some Val Orbs. Hold on. Hold, please. I accidentally picked the person that has 9 billion ping to teleport to. Okay.
It's yours.
Great.
All the
We've got the 5 Val Orb quarterstaff that we just grabbed. We just want to make sure that it's item level 81 at a minimum. Okay. So now that we've done that, we'll go ahead and grab our currency and we'll do perfect orb of transmutation. Stun duration sucks, so I may just start over. Because the really good thing about perfect transmutation and perfect augmentation is the minimum modifier level on these are 70. So I may just go buy another staff. But just for the sake of this example, I'll just continue. We got Giga accuracy rating, so I'm not even going to continue. I'm just going to go grab another item level 81 Sinister. And the reason why I say Sinister is because Sinister quarterstaves are really good to start out with. Because they are so easy to get crit cap with, and that's really the most important thing when you're starting out in the build. It is very low cream. Very low. But we'll restart, hopefully get some better modifiers, but you would just do this until you find a white Sinister quarterstaff that gets, there you go. Just hit T1 crit on the perfect order of augmentation and you're good. But this is actually a bad example because I was going to essence the crit on there. But this did get accuracy rating, so it is kind of shitty. But you then you would go and grab the Greater Essence of Seeking. It'll guarantee 3.1 to 3.8 crit, which this already starts with 1.5 crit because it's 11.5 base, and that gets you to 15% crit, which is kind of the magic number for the build. So that's why you want to do Sinister. So the Greater Essence that you would use would generally be crit. In this example, I'll just have it add physical damage so that we have a physical base here. And then from there, we can do some desecrate rolling. But first, before I do that, I kind of want to get rid of the accuracy rating. So I'm going to go to ritual and I'm going to use your next perfect or corrupted essence will remove only prefix modifiers. If we lose that physical, it's not the end of the world because it's only T3. But we can grab this and then I'll go grab a perfect essence of ice because I want to turn the accuracy rating into damage as extra, but actually in this example I'm going to turn it into a perfect essence of battle so I can get the suffixes filled out before the prefixes. We got the accuracy rating off, which is perfect, and this is like more than halfway there. We've got the top tier crit, we've got the attack skills, we've got some physical damage. Great. So now what we want to do is we want to fracture one of these three modifiers because we definitely want to be keeping them. So I'll go ahead and jawbone it. In this example, I'm going to jawbone a suffix, or no, a prefix, because I want to make sure that I'm doing a prefix. And then we'll go ahead and jawbone that. Now we will fracture it and hope that we hit crit is the one that we're really hoping to hit. And we hit the physical damage, which is actually okay, and I'll explain why. We didn't get any good mods, which is totally fine. Let's just take like the shitty lightning damage one. And so we took the shitty lightning damage one, and the reason why we wanted to desecrate a prefix is because you don't have to spend like a ton of money on shit in general. Like I'm gonna, on some of these steps, I'm gonna be spending some extra money just because I think I can actually sell this. But in this example, I'm gonna do, just to fill out the suffixes so it's done, I'm gonna do Exalted Orb will add only suffix modifiers, and then I'll just greater exalted it. And I got Leech's Life, which is actually decent. It's like third or fourth best. The ones that you're looking for are really attack speed and crit damage bonus. But this is fine for what we're doing for right now. So now, now we have an open prefix, which is great. But we don't need to do anything with the open prefix right now. Right now, we just have the desecrate there. So what we do with desecrate is we grab essence of ice and essence of the abyss, and then we want re-rollers too, abyssal echoes, right? And we want to make sure that we have omens of sinistral crystallization. So now, instead of doing an omen of light, because there's only one prefix on here that isn't fractured, or if you didn't have anything but this abyss prefix on here, when I go to only remove prefix modifiers, and I perfect essence of ice this, it's guaranteed to roll off the lightning damage. Now, when I perfect essence, or not perfect essence, just essence of abyss it, and I have this active, then it's going to take off the cold damage. Now I can jawbone it, and now I can just infinitely re-roll the desecrate to get the exact modifier I want. So in this example, the exact modifier we want is 160% physical damage, percent fizz. This time we got T1 lightning, which is like, it's kind of hard not to take T1 lightning because we got it, but because we fractured physical, we would generally want to get physical. How much did I spend to craft this staff? This staff specifically, my current bolting probably costed me 750 divine to get it perfect. And then after that, I put a Hinokora's Lock in it when Hinokora's Lock was 250. So I'm about 1,000 divine into this bolting quarterstaff here. This quarterstaff, you've literally watched me. I'm like maybe 3 div into it. And it's really solid. This quarterstaff, though, we'll go ahead and take the T1 lightning because it's just going to be best. And now the only thing that's left, if you want to get the best modifier that you can, it's kind of shitty that we fractured the physical, but now we pray because we just have an open prefix, and it's literally just pray that we get percent phys because we have the fractured physical, and we got elemental damage to attacks, which I don't actually want, so we'll go ahead and whittle that. And now we got top tier elemental damage to attacks. So this is kind of a shitty staff now because the physical damage is fractured. But it's still a good staff. Like this staff right here that we just made for like under 5 div, maybe under 7 div. I whittled it. So that made it 7 div. It's really good. You would definitely be able to use this, no problem. Like, if you want it, come get it. So I'm gonna put it up for like 20 divine.
Oh, it's you. What's new?
Like, I had 155 div, but I just used stuff that I had. As an example.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
Because we have the physical damage in here, I'm just gonna put, to sell it, the increased phys cores in, but the best cores to use are the extra runes, which is either extra vol elements or extra chaos damage. Those are the ones you want to use. But this staff, as is, perfect. So this staff as is 500 DPS, 16.42 crit with increased elemental damage to attacks and attack skills. I don't think it would actually sell for 80, but that's kind of what range we have here. Yeah, this isn't going to sell for 80, but it's good. Anyways, what were you saying? Let's look. I'll buy it. Is there a way to increase the slots? I already have the runes for you. I bought 4 planning to get a quarterstaff with 4 slots. Yeah, the 4 slots quarterstaffs are really rare. Definitely don't need that. But I mean, this cost me like 7 divine, so you can make your own and do the same thing. I don't know what your budget is, but can make something very similar to this for. Send me what's the link? Like the 4 slaughter? If it's a 4 slaughter, it means it's corrupted and you can't do anything with it. Like this is, I'd have to corrupt this to get a 3rd slot. Just to give you an example. Like, we'll do it just so that you can see. The only way that you get it is by corrupting it. Generally, you use an Omen of Corruption. That's how you get the extra socket. So that's how you can get more sockets on a staff like this. So if I just click, I got extra physical damage on it. So that's actually pretty good. That's kind of like a 3rd socket. If you're running physical damage cores. But normally you would corrupt it and it'd get a 4th socket. Or 3rd socket, whatever.
Have an order? I'll do what I can to sell it for you.
Would a top tier attribute stacking stellar or int amulet with a perfect 10% increased int outperform a top tier Astromentus? Not even close. No. And the only reason why is because there's already this on the passive tree, and this just turns as like maybe it does. I don't know how much int you can get from the tree, but like an Astromentus with attributes is like 135 int plus this, which makes it like 145 int. Like it's difficult to get 145 int, but maybe if you have all the gear. But I don't think int stacking's worth it. I think spell or chaos damage stacking is always going to be better. Timeless Soul. If you want to hit up the Discord and send a picture of the stabs that you see, I can definitely help you pick one. Like, in fact, I'll just do it on stream really quick. So, like, not melee skills, we want attack skills. So, we want attack skills. These are the mods you want. I'll type it in here so that you can see it. We want crit chance to be at least 14.5. We want, let's just say, we can do attack speed or crit bonus, but let's just say, in this example, you want crit bonus, and that we want the damage per second to be like 400 or something like that. So then we'll see here, this guy is up for 1 annulment. Let's increase the DPS a little bit. Don't really want that one. Okay, we'll change that to be like 20. Like right here, 3 divine, but the physical's really shit. This one, it's pretty shit. This one's pretty shit. Yeah, maybe not that much crit bonus. Let's do that much. I mean, honestly, this is fine. This would do it. This is 15% crit, but the accuracy rating roll kind of sucks. Your budget is higher. Well, what's your budget? Like, tell me exactly what your budget is, and I'll tell you the best quarterstaff to buy. Maximum of 100 div. Tell you what. No, you would want to fill out the rest of your gear. You can get something for like 20 div that would be more than good enough. Like, there's other shit that you're not thinking of, I think. Like this one is really good. This is a really good quarterstaff. 685 damage. No, and it's not inflated with attack speed. Has 14.6 crit. If you wanted to buy this is a very fairly priced stuff. This bolting quarterstaff. And it already has the damage as extra vault elements in there. This is a very, very solid stuff. The only thing that would be missing is like flat cold. So let's like add flat cold as an example. So let's say like cold damage, let's say that we want 120 minimum. This is a very good staff right here. This staff is very solid. 15 crit, T1 cold, decent, like you get all the lightning that you need from charge staff. This has elemental damage to attacks. This is a very solid staff. And also very fairly priced. So this staff I would actually recommend. It's a little bit lower on the DPS because he's got the shitty cores in it, but this is the one you want. Something like this. Because it has the cold. And it has tier 1 crit damage bonus. This is a really good staff. So I'll just I'm not gonna screenshot it. But if you want to take a look and just kind of put these mods in, 14.5 crit, 500 DPS, attack skills, crit bonus, cold damage, this will do well for you for a very long time until you're ready to do like something more. But like honestly, we could probably make one as good as this for like the same budget if you wanted to learn how to craft. But I haven't mapped. You're searching, but you can't find it. 14.5 crit, 500 damage per second, 6 attack skills, 15 crit bonus, 120 cold. All these mods. It's right here. You may have like 3 sockets on or something like that, but 3 sockets isn't super important. I'm gonna get back into some maps. Yeah, dude, I lost like half my shit.
Go on, let's try something different.
What was I gonna do? I was gonna get where are all my weapons at 1 points? Right. Just gonna grab those.
Go on, let's try something different.
I'm gonna do this for right now, just because we're not running a heavy belt anymore. If you want to join the Discord too, Timeless Soul, I can help you out with it later. But those are going to be the good ones. If you want to get the Herald chain going, you want to find one that has flat cold on it. Or a Heart of the Well, or the Timeless with extra cold, all that kind of stuff. Do you have the Heart of the Well with the damage is extra cold? And do you have an Against the Darkness with damage is extra cold? then it'll proc. Should have no problems. You need the instant leech on Heart of the Well, by the way. If you don't have instant leech, you're going to be in for a rough time. You do not what? You have the one that has the extra leech, or the instant leech, and the extra cold. Those are the two most important mods on it. Mainly spirit costing, Zoho. Because we're running so many other spirit gems. Charge regulation, Herald of Thunder, Sacrifice, Herald of Ice. I think if I got enough, I'd have to drop Deadly Herald and Reaper's Invocation, and then that would give me 50, and then I need to find 40 more, and right now I only have 9, and I can only get like 16 more. So that's 15 short of cast on crit. Unless I went in against the darkness for spirit, which I don't want to do.
Map.
More crit and see how my energy shield. When I'm killing monsters, I get endurance charges because of the links I have in Herald of Ice. Herald of Ice, I have armor break 3, 20% chance to gain an endurance charge when you fully break armor on an enemy, and it just gives me a lot of survivability. And it gives me 27% more crit chance, so we don't need near as much crit on tree to get capped. And that's just whenever you have a power charge, and we pretty much always have power charges. I'll show you when I'm actually like killing monsters. I normally always have endurance charges. See, there you go. I've got 2 already, and you can see my ES is large. 12,000 at the moment. Correct.
Good.
We're gonna do this one. 143 item rarity. And I also forgot to mention we do get frenzy charges every once in a while, which also gives us a ton more attack speed. Charge perfusion, level 3 or whatever it is. No. This is where we get it from. 15% chance to grant an additional random charge. It's rare. And if anything, if I do fit something in, it would be Combat Frenzy, so that I can guarantee frenzy charges. Yeah, 10 to 15% more skill speed is a lot, though. Wow. That was a pretty good natty drop. Sounds good, Timeless. I'll check out the Discord some more. If you want to just ask questions in there, I'll answer them when I don't got anything better to do.
Map.
No. Not that it wouldn't be good. I don't really enjoy Amazon as much as the current Ascendancy I'm playing. Amazon would be good in the sense that elemental damage would be leech his life. And some of the accuracy stuff would obviously be good for enabling critical hit chance, but it would definitely be solid, but it's just not of all the ascendancies that could run it, Amazon would run it well. Sounds good, Timeless. Yeah, I know, right, Zoho? I just tossed it up for one annulment. I thought that was fair. I bet Witch Hunters actually played more than Acolyte. Let's look. Maybe I'm wrong. It is. Wonder why Smith is so low played. These are the bottom three right now. Then we got Chrono, Witch, Pathfinder, Warbringer, rest. I have hundreds. Let's do this.
Map. Map.
Currently testing it with Unraveling. I honestly notice zero difference between like Unraveling and not having Unraveling. But that's just because I do so much Elemental anyway. But I hate Unraveling as a concept in general because it's unpredictable. Like, when am I ever going to give a shit about Ignite chance? Shock chance, okay, cool. I can do Herald of Thunder, but that's random, again. Okay, Cold chance, great. I can do Herald of Ice, but random. It's not adding anything to the Ascendancy. Other than, well, okay, Chaos Damage will let you do ailments, but there's better ways to apply ailments a lot easier to get the volatility stacking going. Like right now, I'm already at 100, and that's from Herald of Thunder applying Chilled Ground. It's the fastest way. the strongest node that Acolyte has, that Amazon would also have, is that our life leech is chaos damage. So that enables Herald of Thunder and Herald of Ice to heal us. Because we're doing extra chaos. That, and obviously volatility, because it's cool. Volatility is a cool concept. I wish it was easier to stack. Herald of Thunder makes it the most consistent. Yeah, I don't even use Bell. If you're using Flicker, if Flicker is like part of your main build, or even Falling Thunder, you're just not running Bell. No reason to. Oops. All right. I am off to bed. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Build guide should be out soon, hopefully. If I have time with the kids and shit like that, but life's busy, man. Have a good night, everybody.